Okay, so let's dig into this now. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. We have 2 fretboards to cover today. We're going to review the fretboard from previous lessons. Okay, so this is the long pattern fretboard modal. So not only is it long patterns as I demonstrated, okay, and we have the short patterns embedded in there. So let's use this. I can use this. I didn't realize this is. We'll talk about the difference between this C box and this C box. This C box is simply a long pattern C. Now look at caged, C-A-G-E-D, right? Here's your long pattern C. 3, 4, 5. Let's zoom in a little bit. So this is the box. Let's employ the learning tool. Okay, so we'll get the right color. Well, if I get the right color, it might get a little mixed up. So let's just go with like a yellow. Hopefully we won't be doing too much E. But we want to get through E2. So here it is. Here's the C box. Okay, ignore the other 2 boxes. They're not in this focus on the C box. This is the normal C box. Okay, but it isn't the normal C box, right? The normal C box is this. This is the long C box. Okay, so it's not the normal C box. Long C box. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, look, we got a doubled 6 here. We got a doubled 2 here. We got a doubled 5. We got a doubled root. We got a doubled 3. What is this? It's a ladder. It's a double string shape. It's like a CA box or something. The only thing it's missing is it doesn't have the tripentatonic 4th of the A, which is a D shape. A, D, E. 1, 4, 5. Right? You got A shape, 5, root 3. You got D shape, root 4, 6. Right? Root 4, 6. So you got. And then you have what? In the A box, E shaped 2, 5, 7. Okay? So it's really like a double cage. So now we have to get a little more shrewd. Okay? We've got more than enough notes that we need. The reason why we want to give the long C box it's the size that it is so we can play it. So let's look. Now, by the way, the short C is okay, but here's the long C is going to go 3, 4, 5. Now remember, we have that stack that I was playing before. Let's put it on. Okay, we got the stack on. So let's look at this. We're going to do the long C. We're going to be starting at 3, 4, 5. We're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4. Then go into a long 5, 6, 7. Where is that? Right here. 5, 6, 7. Now, look at the bottom string shape. 3, 4, 5. What's the magic note? The outer note of the bottom string shape, which is 5. What's the G string? Now this A and G, these are string shapes. The G string is the 4th from the bottom. It's the 3rd from the top. Okay? Whatever you want to call it. 4th from the bottom is the G string. 3rd from the top is the G string. Has nothing to do with A and G being here. Okay? It's just a coincidence that the D string right there has a D string shape right there. That's one of 5 of a coincidence. So we have the G string here. We have our outer note of the bottom string shape, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here's our magic note. That's where we're going to start here. We're going to play to the next note. Okay. It's going to make sense to you. It's like riding a bicycle. So it's 5, 6, and then we're going back into the original pattern. That's with the cutout. That's with the cutout. Okay, so it'd be like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6. But we're not going to go 5, 6, 7 unless we want to. Unless we want to. But we can cut out at the 5. That means it's the beginning of that half string shape. 5, 6, and then 7 root 2, which is the 4th string shape of C. Okay, so 7 root 2. Now 7 root 2 is the E string shape right there, because you know when you're playing a C here, you're going to an E-shaped F. That's the 4th string shape. You see how it works? So that's how we choose the notes. So what I've got right here is a long C. These are all long. There's no cutout in this colorful top diagram. Okay, there's no cutout there. We just follow. We're going to follow this pattern, the whole thing. If I could put this pattern instead of me, and we could just go through it, that would work. So we have cage, normal cage. C, A would be here. Would be start 5, 6, 7. Let's look at it. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Right there, A cage defined. Long A cage. This is simple. This is a mighty step backwards. Oh, that's right. We're going to stick with yellow, right? This is, you know, sometimes you take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. These are the long cages. This isn't the subject particularly of this. You know, this isn't the kicker of this lesson. The kicker is the magic note, where we can get to on the chart, but before it. Believe it or not, I kind of stumbled onto this stuff before I got to this to realize that this has to be more fun than this. Okay, we'll get to that. So it's 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. That's it. Long patterns. Yeah, there's double notes on it. It's like a ladder. But we know what we're going to play in that box. Why is this part of it when it's not happening? We're going 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2. Because this is also part of, this is the short A. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's your short A still there. And your long A. Okay, now my bad here. Now with the cutout, the 7 is the cutout right here. We're just going to go 7 root at the cutout. We're going to need a fret nut. Hey, we need a fret nut right there. Now we're going to, oh, well, let's put Mr. Capo there. We should have made him silver. Made it silver, right? So now we've got our A-shaped C. Okay. So we're going to play 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can still go 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Excuse my glasses. I'm not seeing that good today. But there's a third option. So we did the short, we did the long. Now let's do the cutout. The cutout is on the magic note. The magic note, okay, is the 7 if we have the long pattern here. Okay, and we're going to do the cutouts only in the long patterns if I'm not mistaken. So here's where our cutout